Now see what is ambiguous grammar. A grammar is said to be ambiguous if there exists two or more derivation tree for a string w. That means two or more leftmost derivation is possible. That is called ambiguous grammar. Okay. See. This is the given grammar. S tends to S plus S tends to S into S tends to S tends to B. In this grammar, there is a one non-terminal symbol capital S, and there are two terminal symbol small a small b, and capital S is star symbol also. Okay, S is a star symbol. Okay, this string is given a plus a into a. The question is, this grammar is ambiguous grammar or not? Okay. First we check that this string is a sentence of this grammar or not. Okay, how we check it? See, using derivation we can find it out that this string is a sentence of this grammar or not. Okay, this is the derivation. S tends to S means S derive S plus S. In place of S we can write small a because S tends to small a. So in place of capital S write a. In the third step, keep a as it is. In place of capital S we can write S into S also because S tends to S into S. So in place of capital S write S into S. Okay, now in the next step, in place of capital S we can write A because S tends to A. In place of S we can write B because S tends to B. Okay, A plus A into B. This string is generated by this grammar, so we can say that this string is a sentence of this grammar. Okay, and the same string is generated by this method also. This is another method of leftmost derivation. See, here I am going to take another production. S tends to S into S. We can take it. We can choose anyone. You can choose any production. Okay. Now the target is generate A plus A into A. S tends to S into S. In place of S we can write S plus S because S derive S plus S. Okay, S plus S. In place of first S put capital A because S tends to A. In place of second S we can put capital A. Okay, in place of third S we can put small b because S tends to B. Means this string is generated by this grammar. So it is very clear that this string is a sentence of this grammar, and this is the derivation, and this is also derivation, and this is the leftmost derivation, and this is also leftmost derivation. This is called leftmost derivation 1, and this is the leftmost derivation 2. And we know that for a particular string, if two leftmost derivation or two rightmost derivation is possible, then that particular grammar is ambiguous grammar. Here, for a particular string a plus a into b, two leftmost derivation is possible. Leftmost derivation 1 and leftmost derivation 2. Two leftmost derivation is possible. So it is very clear that this grammar is ambiguous grammar. Now hence proved that this grammar is ambiguous grammar. Okay. Now see. This grammar is ambiguous grammar because a plus a into a is a sentence of this grammar, and for a string a plus a into a, two leftmost derivation is possible. Okay, now see, this is example 2. Here in this grammar, e gives e plus e gives e into e gives id. This is the grammar, and id plus id plus id is a sentence of this grammar. The question is, this string is a sentence of this grammar or not? Here id is a terminal symbol plus star id are terminal symbols, and capital E is a non-terminal symbol, and capital A is a star symbol also. Okay. Now question is, this grammar is ambiguous grammar or not? Now if we are able to generate two leftmost derivation for this string, or we are able to generate two rightmost derivation for this string using this grammar, then we say that this grammar is ambiguous grammar. Okay, see, e gives, this is the derivation 1 and this is the derivation 2. E gives e plus e. In place of first e put e plus e and keep this e as it is. In place of first e id plus e plus e. In next step, in place of capital E we can put ID, because here it is given that E gives ID, means in place of capital E we can put E plus E, in place of capital E we can put E into E, and in place of capital E we can also put ID. Okay, so E gives ID. In the next step, in place of capital E put ID, means ID plus ID generated using this derivation, and this is called the derivation. Using this derivation, ID plus ID generated, so we can say that this string is a sentence of this grammar. Okay, and this is the leftmost derivation, and this is also leftmost derivation. Take E plus E, in place of first E I am going to put ID in place of E plus E. Okay, in place of, we can take any production in any step, but the target is generate ID plus ID plus ID. Okay, now in place of capital E in the third step put E plus E, and the next step in place of capital E put ID, and in the last step in place of capital E we can put ID. Now ID plus ID is again generated. This is the leftmost derivation 1, and this is the leftmost derivation 2. Means for this string there are two leftmost derivation is possible, and we know that for a particular string, if two leftmost derivation or two rightmost derivation is possible, then that given grammar is ambiguous grammar. So hence proved that this grammar is ambiguous grammar. And one more thing you should know, that if two leftmost derivation tree or two rightmost derivation tree is possible, then also the given grammar is ambiguous grammar. Okay, this is all about ambiguous grammar. Okay, thank you.